the Gathering was created in 1993 by Wizards of the Coast. I know that I have already reviewed Magic last year, but last year I wasn't playing Magic and haven't been playing Magic since Maraudon in 2003.
Remember Maraudon? This right here, Maraudon. This is the reason why Magic the Gathering died.
Quite frankly, when I said Magic died during Maraudon, maybe Magic did die for me for all those years. Today, I will only talk about the last 3 releases: Worldwake, Rise of the Eldrazi, and Core Set 2011. There are a couple new things added since my time in Maraudon. There's now a higher level of rarity called Mythic Rares, which have a darker gold symbol and comes 1 out of 8 boosters, and Planeswalker cards that enter the battlefield with a number of loyalty counters that act as another player with its own abilities to help your play. With that said, let's revisit the most popular, longest-running competitive card game in the world, Magic the Gathering.
Oh, the memories. Frantically opening a $3 booster pack, hoping to get your hands on a Black Lotus or a Mox Ruby. Man, those were the days.
Fuck.
Even the smell of freshly opened cards brings me back to the good old Ice Age days. Shuffling a newly made deck for the first time before unleashing its wrath on all your friends. Anyways, I earlier mentioned that I will be reviewing the latest 3 releases. However, with Scars of Mirrodin on its way, I figured I will only review the 2011 core set under standard format. Isn't it ironic that I left Magic during Maraudon in 2003 and returned to Magic in 2010 just before the release of Scars? That's fucking creepy. Moving things along, I wanted to talk mainly on the combos that work great in Standard. One example will work excellent for burn decks. You will need these 3 cards: Fire Servant, Arc Runner, and Fling. You will also need at least 5 mana in your mana pool. First you want to cast Fire Servant, which has an ability that doubles any damage you cast using sorceries or instants. Next you want to cast Arc Runner, and attack using haste. Immediately cast Fling as an interrupt, making the ongoing damage increase, then doubling with Fire Servant's ability, creating over 15 points of damage. Although I can go on forever about Magic, because there is so much ground to cover, I once again have to cut this review short. Last year, toward the end of the Magic review, I steered off onto D&D 4th edition, and you would not believe what showed up at my doorstep.
Oh man, this is an awesome alternative to cigarettes. First, I want to take a look at Destructive Force. It costs 7 mana, it's a red rare, and each player has to sacrifice 5 lands, and each creature gets dealt 5 damage. So this is something that can really kick up a burn deck. Next, I want to take a look at the Obstinate Ballad, which is a green rare, which costs 4 mana, and as soon as it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. So even if the card is destroyed shortly after it's sent out, at least you can still get 4 health out of it, which I think is pretty cool. Lightning Bolt. Yes, Lightning Bolt is still alive and kicking in the Magic realm, and I must say, it's for 1 mana, it's beneficial to have this in your opening hand. because 3 damage on the first turn is pretty sick. Finally, a card, actually a common that is really gaining popularity pretty fast in Standard, is Mana Leak. This card, is actually really, really good because it only costs 2 mana and you counter target spell unless its controller pays 3 mana. So usually they use up their mana, like say if it's playing against a red deck and I throw out a Fireball, this can pretty much take care of that Fireball, no sweat. And I don't know what it is about this card, because I normally don't play blue decks, but Mana Leak is a really popular card right now.